Hi, what I'd like to do today is make fruit leather. I guess what people would normally call a fruit roll-up. It's pretty easy to do. I'm going to go ahead and start with some strawberries. I'm going to cut off after I wash them, any parts that are bad. I'm going to hull the strawberries, which is cutting off this green part. I'll do a couple of these, won't waste your time here. But we'll cut the green part off, we'll get them all cleaned up. The nice thing about this is with one pack of strawberries, a kiwi, a couple bananas, you can have a nice healthy snack for your kids that actually tastes good. So by hulling the strawberry, we're going to cut this green part off and then come in and cut this little center piece out. That way we're getting more of the strawberry. And for this recipe we're going to use 1 pound of strawberries, say 2 bananas, probably 1 kiwi that we're going to have to peel, and then I'll get the dehydrator out. So I like making this fruit leather because it'll last for a year. It's a good treat, and I know exactly what's going into this. There's no artificial flavors, there's no preservatives. And once it's dehydrated and sealed, you actually carry it with you backpacking, or you can give it to the kids for a quick snack. Next we're going to go ahead and peel a kiwi. Kiwi is very high in vitamin C, that's why I like to use these. Also adds a different flavor to it. And what you can do is, if you're a good grower, you can actually take the seeds. You can grow your own kiwi from the seeds. So I have kiwi plants growing. Once this is done, I'll take 1 or 2 bananas. Again, it really doesn't matter what you use, as long as things are fresh, as long as things are clean. We're going to go ahead and put these into the blender. We're going to mix these. We're going to add the strawberries, maybe a little bit of sugar, just because. And then once that is done, we'll show you the final, at least the final liquid product. Now, if it's actually too thick, what I'll do is I'll add some orange juice or something to it, just to make everything a little easier to pour. Because what we're going to do is pour this into one of the dehydrator tins, one of those plastic bins that go in there, and actually the fruit roll-up will dry there within a couple of hours. So now what you're looking for is the consistency of a smoothie. I actually added a little bit of water to this. It gets moving. That's all there is to the mix. So mixing this in blender was definitely the most difficult part. Now I have my dehydrator out and these plastic trays. I have 2 trays, 1 full thing of mix, so I'm going to go ahead and pour half in this one. Let it settle. And there's a little lip on the edge here. You want to make sure that you're getting the most in here without overflowing, obviously. We'll get this spread out nice and even. So there's the second one. We'll go ahead and get this spread out. Good resource for a lot of these things like dehydrators, either estate sales or Goodwill. I got this at the local thrift shop. It's pretty much brand new. I've used it a lot for making these type things, also for dehydrating. So at this point I have 2 trays that are filled. I'm going to go ahead and put the lid on. Go ahead and start the dehydrator. This has a fan, so it's going to be a little louder. Well, it will be louder than if it doesn't have the fan. And then we'll come back in probably 2 or 3 hours to see the progress. Alright, so it's been about 3 hours on the leather fruit, or the fruit roll-up. It's a little bit sticky on top. The edges are starting to gel kind of nice, nothing sticking to the hand, so probably a couple more hours and then we'll come back and take another look at it. Look at the second layer, basically the same thing. Sticky, nothing sticking to your finger, so it probably needs another hour or so. Alright, so this is done. We'll let it cool a little bit. You see you can stick it, nothing's sticking to your hand. It's also it's a little bit rougher. So both of these are done. I'm going to go ahead and peel the plastic up. You should really just peel right off. That's why they call it fruit leather, because it looks like leather. Peels off nice and easy. Once these are off, I'm just going to cut them with a pair of scissors. Cut it in half. Cut it into little pie shapes.